A local drug dealer has been ordered to spend more than 30 years in a federal prison.
Sunny and breezy today across East Alabama, and that forecast is not going to change for the next several days. We'll have the complete details on the weather for all of East Alabama next.
Coming up in sports, we'll take a look at Jacksonville State baseball from over the weekend and a little bit of the NFL draft. All that and more is coming up. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Good evening, and thank you for watching East Alabama Now Local News for May 1st, 2023. I'm Mike Stedham.
And I'm Katie Edwards.
An East Tioga man who pleaded guilty to federal drug trafficking charges earlier this year has been sentenced to 31 years in prison. Officials say 47-year-old Antonio Franchester Orr was the head of a meth trafficking ring that was a major source of drugs in Calhoun and surrounding counties. 12 members of that gang were indicted last August on charges including conspiracy to distribute meth, cocaine, heroin, and marijuana between June 2021 and June 2022. Federal, state, and local law enforcement agents were involved in the investigation, and when those suspects were arrested, those agents seized more than 20 kilograms of meth and 1 kilogram of cocaine. According to a statement released by U.S. Attorney's Office in Birmingham, Orr confessed to working with drug suppliers out of Mexico through a broker at an Alabama state prison to obtain those drugs. Orr will serve his sentence in a federal prison.
TV personality Nancy Grace was awarded an honorary doctorate by Jacksonville State University during its spring commencement ceremony on Saturday. The well-known host of several crime programs also gave the keynote address as the university conferred degrees on approximately 850 students. Grace initially came to television from the Atlanta Fulton County District Attorney's Office, where she served more than a decade as a special prosecutor of felony cases involving murder, rape, child molestation, and arson. She currently hosts Crime Stories with Nancy Grace, which airs on Fox Nation and Sirius XM. JSU is in the process of establishing an endowed scholarship to children of first responders who lost their lives or were disabled in the line of duty. That scholarship will be named in honor of Nancy Grace. For the first time ever, the Calhoun-Cleburne County Special Olympics will be held in Heflin. The games, which are expected to attract more than 180 athletes with mental disabilities, will take place at Cleburne County High School.
If you would like a day full of fun and watching hardworking athletes with the very best sportsmanship, you'll come out and join us on Thursday, May the 4th at Cleburne County High School football field, and opening ceremony begins at 9:30.
The local Special Olympics is an annual project of the Arc of Calhoun and Cleburne counties.
City of Heflin, different businesses around town, and people have donated in order for our kids to get a free t-shirt so that they don't have to pay for their shirt. We will be providing meals for 600 people, and we will have drinks and free snow cones for the athletes, and the City of Heflin is giving away special backpacks for all the athletes.
Those games had been scheduled for last week but were postponed because of the weather. When we come back, we'll tell you about a big weekend plan for downtown Anniston.
Well, my name's Mike Craven, and we recently purchased an open carport, metal carport from Waldrop Manufacturing. I have an extra car. We have a very small home, very small driveway, and I needed somewhere just to park another vehicle, just out of the weather. And I had been told by 2 or 3 friends that knew we had recently remodeled a home that Waldrops were the people that you need to go talk to. I was in that area one day and I thought, hey, I'll just stop in, and I did without calling, and greeted warmly, well taken care of. It was just, really the whole process was just good from day one.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
If If you're a fan of bicycle races and street fairs, downtown Anniston is the place to be this weekend as the Sunny King Criterium and the Noble Street Festival take center stage. The Criterium is an officially sanctioned race that attracts professional cyclists, and the festival is set up around the raceway to give area residents an up-close view of that race. Anniston Public Relations Officer Jackson Hodges explains what's on tap.
Behind me is our new 11th and Noble Park, which will be operational in time for the Noble Street Festival, which is this Saturday from 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. We are going to have a great time. It's the 21st annual Noble Street Festival. Right on behind me is part of the course that our USA cyclers will be racing on. Some speeds as high as 80 miles an hour on these bicycles going around downtown Anniston. It's NASCAR on bikes. If you've never seen it, you definitely don't want to miss it. Again, it's Saturday starting from 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. The event is entirely free. We're going to have a full kid zone with several different inflatables. We'll have face painting. We have live music all day with our lead band, the Hunter Chastain, with his full band will be there. We have over a dozen food trucks, everyone from snow cones to pizza to hibachi food, everything you could think of, there's something for you. This event means a great deal to Anniston. Every year it brings in 10 to 15,000 people and generates an economic impact upwards of $2.3 million for the city of Anniston and Calhoun County as a whole. People come down here from all over the country, all over the world, especially for the races. They stay in our hotels, they patron our businesses, and so we are appreciative for them coming, and we welcome them. We welcome everybody this Saturday down to the Noble Street Festival. It will be kicking off at 11 a.m. till 7 p.m.
If antique cars are more your speed, the City of Piedmont will be holding its Cinco de Mayo car show downtown from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday. The city is partnering with the Piedmont Throttle Kings for the exhibition, which will feature cars, trucks, motorcycles, and off-road vehicles. John
Holder will have your forecast in just a moment.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Even with maximum sunshine today all across East Alabama, temperatures 8 to 10 degrees below the average for this time of year. The high today only 68. As you can see, that's about 10 degrees below the average for early May in Alabama. 47 this morning, kind of cool. Again, 8 degrees below the average for this time of year. There's your record high temperatures. We're going to move more in this direction than this direction, but it may be a few days before we get there. Days are getting longer as we head towards summertime with the sunrise now before 6 a.m. and the sunset close to 7:30 in the evening. Weather on your street coming up on your Monday night. It's going to be clear and chilly out on Apple Blossom Way, Cider Ridge Golf Course in Oxford. If you're out there this evening, it's going to be pretty chilly once the sun sets, and we're headed for a low in Oxford of 45 overnight tonight. During the day tomorrow, weather on your street, we're going to take you to Ross Street in downtown Heflin. Breezy and cool again. We could have winds 15 to 20 miles per hour, gusting as high as 30. A little bit warmer tomorrow, but still a very nice spring day. 71 for your high on Ross Street in downtown Heflin if you got some shopping to do in Heflin tomorrow. And then as we head into your Tuesday night, we're talking about Piedmont, Alabama. Weather on your street for the rest of the week. We're going to see temperatures in the 70s tomorrow and throughout the rest of the work week. Nighttime lows mainly in the 40s. Westwood Drive in Piedmont, get ready. Below average temperatures in the forecast for the rest of the week. As we take a look at the 7-day forecast, you're going to see a lot of sunshine. You'll notice a 20% chance of a shower late in the day on Friday. No big deal with that. As a matter of fact, that's probably less than a 20% chance of a shower. Small rain chances over the weekend on Saturday and Sunday. Our next widespread chance of rainfall Monday of next week, about a 50-50 chance of rain. And as you can see, the warming trend is coming. It will take a while to get there. We'll be in the low 70s the next couple of days with dry conditions conditions as we head into Thursday. Temperatures getting back into the mid-70s, upper 70s, about average for this time of year by Friday. And then the 80s return for the weekend. Look at those 80s across the board for both Saturday and Sunday. Those nighttime lows rising as well from the mid-40s up to close to 60 degrees by the time we head for the weekend. And I can assure you those warm temperatures are going to be with us for the rest of the way once we get back into the 80s for the weekend. As far as sports goes, the Donahoe Falcons girls tennis team, they moved up in classification this year, but the results were the same at the state tennis meet in Mobile. Chase Robinson has your EAN Sports next.
Welcome to EAN Local Sports. I'm Chase Robinson. The Jacksonville State Gamecocks got the sweep over ASUN Conference rival North Alabama yesterday at Rudy Abbott Field in Jacksonville. The bats were hot for the Gamecocks, especially for senior TJ Reeves. He started out the game with a 3-run home run over center field and ended the game going 5 for 5, 4 RBIs. Add Carson Crow and Derek Jackson to the list of guys who hit one over this weekend in that game yesterday. Gave Jack State a 10-0 lead after 4 innings. 13-3 was the final, with the Gamecocks earning the ASUN sweep. Another note on the home runs. They had 4 home runs hit Friday night in the series opener and 3 yesterday. Big weekend for the Gamecocks. 21-21 overall is their record now, but a very impressive 14-7 in ASUN play as they sit 4th in the conference standings. A couple of midweek games this week. Tuesday night, they'll take on Troy on the road. They come home Wednesday night to host the Sanford Bulldogs. The AHSAA State Tennis Tournament wrapped up this weekend in Mobile, and we had some East Alabama flavor competing, but also bringing home some hardware. The Donahoe girls tennis team finished runner-up for the 3rd year in a row, but this year much different competition as they made the jump to Class 4A, 5A because of the competitive balance for private schools within the AHSAA. In 2021 and 22, they competed in the 1A to 3A division. Donahoe had 4 of the 6 courts for singles play filled in the semifinals and all 3 doubles courts filled with Falcons. Donahoe finished with 43 team points to finish 2nd behind UMS Wright, who had 76 team points. The 2023 edition of the NFL Draft came to a close yesterday, and a number of players from right here in the state of Alabama were drafted, including Alabama quarterback Bryce Young, who was the first overall pick of the draft to the Carolina Panthers, as well as Will Anderson Jr., who went number 3 overall. Bryce Young had a huge welcome as he came into the Panthers organization this weekend.
It was surreal to be able to see just firsthand the support that this organization has. For me, being new here, being a new member of the team, and to get that support from the fans and from all Panther Nation, it speaks volumes. So it was really surreal. I'm super grateful for all the fans that came out today, all the fans that came out yesterday, everyone who supported from wherever it is that they supported from. It means the world to me, and I'm super grateful to be a part of this organization.
We have reached round 3 of the AHSAA high school baseball playoffs. 3 East Alabama teams are still alive: Donahoe, Oxford, and Piedmont, and we'll be previewing each of those 3 teams this week as they prepare for their quarterfinal matchups. That's a look at sports. I'm Chase Robinson, EAN Local Sports.
Thanks for watching East Alabama Now Local News. Be sure to join us tomorrow night for your news on your schedule.